Hello, everybody. We're back. I've been gone for a minute. I've been gone traveling. So, hey, I went to Japan, the J-Land, the beautiful land of Japan. So it was fantastic. Saw a lot of cars, met a lot of friends. So it was fantastic. So, anyways, I've been gone for a minute. So now we're back. And what a great time to be back because the Mercedes-AMG One just set a new absurd Nürburgring record. Nürburgring record. 6 minute, 35 seconds, and 183% of a second. Uh, anyway, to me, it's 6:35. That's how I see it. It just anyway, it's fantastic speed. If you don't familiar with how fast these things are, if you're familiar with it from Forza or Gran Turismo, whatever, yeah, that's all my experience comes from because I've seen a lot of fast records, track records on YouTube, but this is the fastest and for a production vehicle too, which makes it crazy. Before I go any further, this article comes to us from Car and Drive, written by Jack Fitzgerald. So here are the highlights. The multi-million-dollar Mercedes-AMG One hypercar sets a new lap record for production cars at the Nürburgring with a time of 6:35.183. According to Mercedes, the lap was completed on October 28, while parts of the 12.944 mile track were still drying off. The car was piloted by Nürburgring 24-hour winner and DTM Deutsche Touring Motorsport competitor Maro Engel. And the record followed the official Nürburgring-Nordschleife rules using the official start-finish line in section T13. So, okay, we're done with the English. There you go. Bam. Those are the highlights. So, long story short, this car is a stupid fast car. It's pretty much a Formula One car, 1.6 liter, turbocharged. It has 4 electric motors, 2 motors in the front, 1 motor in the rear, and 1 motor to spin the turbo. Yep, that turbo is spooled by electrically assist start via the electric motor. And the car costs, I don't know, millions, and it has thousands of horsepower. And 1,000 plus, it doesn't matter. What matters is that stud right here in this video. Look at this man go. So this is the start, the section T13, whatever they're talking about, a section T13. Anyway, basically this is it. How do you start? Where do you start from when you step on the gas? And obviously, see that line? Boom! Then you take off. So that's that section T13. But beside that, I mean, this car is achieving a speed. They could, like, the Dreamliner would take off. Like, literally a passenger aircraft will take off. If you guys know, I'm trying to get my, getting my pilot certification. And it's crazy. For me to think a car can go that speed and it knows what the car will still dig on the ground. You actually still have traction on those front wheels. It's not lifting up. It's not flying off. It's just amazing. It's just fantastic. And it's testimony to the engineers who made it. And then that driver. I mean, the fact that he doesn't blink, it doesn't make any errors. It just... you could look at this video. I mean, I have a link to it. You can check it out on your own. I don't want to just sit there and talk about it for an hour. But there's really the only thing you need to notice is that this thing reaches like 300 something kilometers per hour, which is like 200 plus miles an hour. It's crazy. It is crazy how fast this car goes. And so talking about it, saying the time set by AMG One achieves a new record for production cars on the famous Green Hell. And obviously this driver, the stud of a driver, is not his first record. He did a record before in 2020 in production record of a Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series, which was 6:48.47. Now, this car, it beats it by almost 10 seconds because this car is really not a car. It's really a Formula One car, okay? And I think the future is going to be a lot more vehicles are going to be just as fast, if not even faster. And I think the limiting factor is going to be finding people like this pilot right here who are able to achieve, get the best out of this vehicle. I think the future is going to be robots driving it, but, until then, the fact that humans are able to achieve this is fantastic. And it's just amazing. I have some track experience and nowhere near this level of intensity and speed and bumpiness, but I can tell you it's these cars rely heavily on aerodynamics. You're not achieving this amount of traction just simply from mechanical grip. You're getting that aerodynamic grip, that air pushing down on the car, especially at that speed. I mean, that's the same amount of speed that it generates enough lift on a wing to take off on a passenger jet plane, and this car just stays on the ground. It doesn't take off. So a lot of respect to the engineers and also to the driver who just leans on that, what I call like the magical force of downforce, right? He just leans on it. And after you've driven a car that has wings, I've driven a car that had wings. I was never able to get to that point where I lean on it. I just feel like, oh, not enough traction. And the instructor goes, oh, just go a little bit faster. I'm like, hey, no, I just can't do it. I don't know. You just really need to trust the car. I never owned a car that's sophisticated. So anyways, if you want to feel what I felt was in Vegas, in Vegas you could rent cars and they can take you to like a little app, and that's basically what I did in Vegas. Was it Ford GT or something? So anyways, so back to this. It's just fantastic. The speed he goes, and the fact that look at it, look how bumpy it is. This man is just sitting down, and remember, this is all production, so it is not like a race. It is literally a race car, but look, there's a passenger seat next to him. It's just insane, and it has airbags. Oh man, maybe I disabled them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they did or not. But anyways, it doesn't look like disabled. I think it's just the car the way it comes. It's just amazing. He completed a lap record on October 28 with parts of the track damp from rain, resulting in less than ideal driving condition, but yet he still accomplished this feat. I'm not going to play the whole thing. You can watch it on your own. I have a link to it in the description below. You can watch it and listen to it with the sound on. It's just some amazing stuff. That's the team right here, and I'm very proud of myself. Look, they get the plaque. Look at the weather. I mean, honestly, this is not sunshine. This is not ideal weather. Absolutely. And they were able to accomplish it. So good for them. And this is from the driver, Engel himself. He said, I didn't expect that we would be able to set such a lap time with these track condition. In some crucial area of the track, it hasn't dried completely yet and was therefore tricky. Look at him. A complete stud. He's just like, yeah, it was tricky. I got it. I mean, it's fantastic. And I go on saying that's 1.6 liter V6, revs to 11,000 RPM, as I said. And talk about a horsepower, 1,000. Who cares? This is engineering of this car. I mean, I guarantee you that emblem right there. I mean, just looking at it, I guarantee you it's painted on. It's a sticker or something. I cannot imagine it's an actual emblem because they're probably like, no, let's save about 1 gram of weight. So, anyways, good for them, good for Mercedes. Go ahead and check out that video yourself. I mean, it's just the sound of this car, and it's just amazing. And look at it, what a fantastic machine. Yeah, of course, this car is going to be bought by collectors and whatnot, but it's amazing to see it in its element and it's doing its thing and just taking off. So, as always, it's good to be back. And as always, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.